Hi everyone and welcome to tonight's video. It's Wilma here coming live from the Spain and hope everybody's well. Nice to see you here tonight. And today's video, I'm going to be joined by one of my newest friends, a guy called John Webb. And before John joins up, I've tagged him, so he should be coming on any minute. But just to give you a wee bit of backstory, that John and I met online, not in that sense, not on a date or anything, but in the network marketing space. And John is actually a coach. And I met John as part of the Fraser Brooks Inner Circle group. And John has been a network marketer in the past, a former life. And up until now, the people I have been inviting to do my live videos have been people from my business, people who are in the same company as me. And I thought it would be quite fun to bring on someone generic, someone who has nothing to do with my business, but someone that could give more of a balanced overview and nothing to do with PM International. And that's why I've actually invited John. So I did tag him and I think he should be coming any minute. And you know what technology is like. So let's just see. So I did tag him, so he should be getting a little request. He's given me a thumbs up, so he's here. I know he's there somewhere. So he'll be giving me a wee, he should get a request to join and he'll come up any minute now, I would think. But until he does, I'll keep chatting away. Yeah, so I thought it'd be quite fun to have someone generic to join. I'm hearing how to join. You should have a request to join somewhere in your feed. Let's just see. John Webb sent you an invitation, so you should have it somewhere on your camera. I love technology. Let's see. Have you got it? John can hear me because he's there. I know he's there. I can see him. So he'll come in a minute, I'm sure he will. It could be a wee delay. It could be a wee delay. Have you got the request to join, John? I don't know. Anyway, I'll come in a minute. It'll probably come on to me. Anyway, I'll keep talking. Yeah, so I thought it'd be quite fun to invite someone, as I said, who's generic and someone who could bring some value to people who are new to networking, just like me, or people who would be considering joining network. And he says no. So let me see if I can invite him again. Where is it? Sent you invitation. Let's see. Have you got something, John, that says request to join? Have you got something that says, I don't know what it might say. No, let me reply. Let's see. Request to join somewhere. Let's see. I don't know if you're doing this on the desktop, maybe if you switch to your phone, John. I had this problem before with one guest and she switched to her phone, her mobile phone, and that seemed to work a little bit better. So let's see how you go on with that one. Anyway, yeah, so John, as I said, is generic and he's a really interesting guy because he is a former networker. So John can give us some nuggets of information. He can give us some hints and tips and he can give us value if we are considering, yes, bring them on camera. He's coming now. Invite John. Okay. Yeah. Approve. Yes,
Is that working?
yes.
Excellent.
Good.
That's great.
Technology, John.
Yeah, that's didn't work on the desktop, but it seems to be working on the phone, so that's great.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, cool. I don't know if there's a wee delay or anything like that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe in the feed. Anyway, I was just blethering away to introduce you to talk about you. And I've just saying to everyone, really, because the purpose of this video is really to have a generic voice like yourself, someone who is an ex-networker, and to have a generic voice to give an overview if someone is new, someone like me who's just started in the industry, or someone who's maybe sitting on the fence and considering joining a network marketing opportunity. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So John, your friends and family, because I've tagged you in here, if they're watching, they'll know all about you. But I'll just do a brief introduction of you to my friends and family.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I just said earlier that I met you maybe a year ago through the Inner Circle Fraser Brooks coaching program. And we've got to know each other through that. But you're a former networker. You are a public speaker. You are an author. You're a coach. And there's something about driving fast cars and things like that in there, maybe?
Yeah, for sure. Do like fast cars.
That's your passion.
Yeah, I love it.
Hi, Annalea, thanks for jumping on. And guys, if you're jumping on here, thank you so much. We really love to see you there. And if you're watching the replay, let us know where you're watching from. So listen, John, before we kick off, before we get into this, because I know you've got another call shortly, I'm going to ask three quick questions just to warm us up a little bit. And the first question is, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Definitely an early bird.
Ooh, interesting. Definitely. Like you said that with conviction.
Definitely, yeah. Up at 5:30 normally, and get down the gym before the kids wake up. So get all that done before they wake up, for sure.
Excellent, brilliant. Well, you know, every single person I've asked that question to has been an early bird, bar one. Right. So maybe that's something us networkers have got in common, to get up with the larks and get going and get our days.
100%. We're all excited to get up, aren't we? We want to get up. We don't want to be laying in bed asleep.
No, because then you're not working.
No, exactly.
And second question, John, you're going on a vacation. Is it beaches or cities? What would you choose?
That's quite a good question. I think if the kids were left at home, it'd be beaches, but I think if the kids were there, it'd be cities.
Right. Okay. Have you got a particular favourite city that you like?
I think probably the favourite city. I know we went to South Africa with the company. That was brilliant. That was an unbelievable conference, but it was like a holiday. Yeah, it was great there. Really, really great. So.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
And
did Australia you take as well? Australia.
Fantastic. Sydney, Australia. Did you take the children? Did you take the children with you then?
No. We didn't have children then, luckily, so we could relax.
Brilliant. Okay, that's great. And third and final question. On said holiday, would it be pizza or pasta?
Oh, I would say pasta.
Pasta. Any particular favourite?
Yeah.
Which one?
No, I like it all. You like it
all. You like it all. Brilliant. I just love food as well. I'm a foodie. Yeah. So, John, listen, you have had a long networking career, former career. Can you tell us, how did you get started? When did you get started? How did all that come about? Yeah,
sure. So, well, first of all, welcome to everybody that's here. Well done for plugging into this. So yeah, I got involved by accident, really. I mean, I was doing okay. I was a personal trainer, full-time fitness instructor, earning reasonable money, And my brother was in a bit of financial trouble. So I answered one of these little shop cards about earning extra money for him, really. The information got sent through, like that's how we used to do it. And I looked at it. I spoke to my brother about it, and he was very skeptical and said, "Oh, I wouldn't be doing that in a million years." But I saw the incomes and the opportunity, and I thought, well, if that's real, because I was super skeptical, I thought, yeah, that could really turn things around for me, because people were claiming these massive incomes, and I got quite excited about it. Super skeptical though, I really was. And yeah, I mean, I spoke to my mum about it. She's kind of one of my best friends, you know, and she told me flat, don't do it. Don't invest any money. If you have to invest money, it's a scam. Stay away from that. So I thought, well, okay, but if I don't do it, I'm not going to know. So I was very, very unsure. One minute I was going to do it, next minute I wasn't. The person that was trying to introduce me into the business, they kept leaving messages on my answering machine, trying to follow up with me. I was super busy, so I didn't kind of get back to them. But credit to them, they kept following up with me, because I was interested, but didn't get a chance to call them back. So anyway, cut a long story short, I did join, even though my mum said don't do it. Even though my brother said he wouldn't do it in a million years, I started very skeptical. And yeah, I kind of earned money in my first month, which was like, wow, this works. I got to an event really early, which kind of gave me that belief that other people were making money from it. And yeah, I mean, it just started moving on from there. Just started building it slowly. Just selling products, to be fair, to start with. Didn't worry about the team building for probably about 3 or 4 months. I thought, I need to prove this works first to myself, that I can earn money. And then after that, yeah, I started sharing the opportunity and started building a business from it.
Yeah. So what sort of year was this, John? When did you start?
This was 2001, so 21 years ago.
Wow. That's a while. And I guess back then it was more person to person, wouldn't it be, rather than now? So different.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I didn't even have a computer then. I mean, I didn't have a computer. I used to fax my orders over. I was scared to death of technology. So yeah, and it was all done face to face, like the old way. And I look at how people build their businesses now using social media, and I think, wow. You know, I used to literally go out delivering leaflets. I used to spend hours every week. I mean, for an hour of leafleting, I probably used to get 1 inquiry. A whole hour of leafleting. I mean, now you can go on social media, sit in the comfort of your own home, and you can generate a lead in a matter of minutes, you know. So it's crazy I think it's much easier now. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just new to the business, so I really don't know anything other than the social media side. Okay, the face-to-face, of course, in your immediate circle. But I guess when I joined, we were in COVID, we were in lockdown, so you didn't have that kind of opportunity. And it's only now that we're opening up that you're actually starting to be able to talk to people face-to-face and actually have a proper conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And with the social media side of it, and you're absolutely right, you're saying you didn't have a computer. Now we've got iPhones and Android phones and laptops, and we can communicate and send stuff so easy.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Well, we used to send out information through the post. I used to send out videos through the post. I had astronomical phone bills. I had to buy leads in. I was spending £3 or £4 per lead. It was looking back now. It was costing me a lot of money to be generating these leads. I still built a great business and a great income, but so much easier these days. It really is. The overheads are minimal. You just really got to invest your time. That's the main thing, you know.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. That's the thing. It's the only investment really is the time. And whether you're network marketing, we're being really generic here, whether it's a product that you are selling, whether you're recommending a pencil or whether you're recommending a travel and, you know, a trip or a utility or a service, the fact that everything is so easy, simple, because it's all straightforward, it's all on your phone, you can do it so easy. And I think some people think it's yes, it's labor intensive, you're right, it's time, But once you invest that time and you have a daily method of operation, boom, 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 it can become, your time doing it is smaller and smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You build your business that way. And
Definitely.
you clearly did that for a good few years, John, yeah?
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. I mean, one of the main objections from anybody wanting to join network marketing is I haven't got the time. And that was my biggest objection as well. You know, I was really excited about the opportunity, but I was working 7 days a week. And I said to the person that I was speaking to, I just don't think I've got time. And she said, have you got an hour a day? I said, maybe if I get up half an hour earlier and maybe watch half an hour less telly, probably. She said, well, that's really all you need to get started. So really, I would say to anybody, even today, if you've only got an hour a day, if you get up half an hour earlier, watch half an hour less television, if you've got an hour a day, you can start building your business. You really can.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess it's the whole thing about being consistent. That's a really important thing, isn't it? Is being consistent and wanting to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Wanting.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
So you've spoke about how it was at first, and it was very like labor intensive. It was going along the streets and delivering leaflets, and how it's developed now, it's so much more easier.
Yeah.
You know, if you were to go back and do it again, would you prefer to do it that way or the way now? People tend to do it this way now.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, obviously, I'm a full-time coach now, have been for the last 2 years, and the people that are building the biggest businesses, it's all done online. Honestly, there's still a place for doing it the old way and meeting people one-to-one, face-to-face. But I think the majority of people that join network marketing now, they don't want to be doing that. They want to be using Facebook, using Instagram, finding people, generating leads, and communicating through Messenger. I mean, a lot of people still say to me, oh, I hate picking up the phone and speaking to people. And I kind of say to people, wow, you still doing that? Because honestly, that was hard 20 years ago. And you know what? It's hard to even get hold of anybody on the phone these days. Again, it can still work for sure, but the easiest, you could be trying to get hold of someone on the phone, never get hold of them, but you send them a message on Messenger or text and they'll answer straight away. So it's so much easier now, but the opportunity is massive. It's bigger than it ever was before.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. And that's something that I'm learning as a newbie, as it were. You know, I'm just learning how the opportunity can be, providing, as you say, you put the work in, it can be a huge opportunity.
100%.
So leading on from that, I guess it must have changed your life in some way.
Well, massively. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I was working 7 days a week as a fitness instructor. I was tired. I got injured once, and then I couldn't work for 3 weeks, and I literally lost all my income. And I think that's the trouble. A lot of people, you know, they're in jobs, you know, obviously, and there's no secure jobs anymore out there. People start their own businesses, but really, a lot of people are just buying a job. I mean, when people got their own businesses, you know, really, the trouble is you don't work, you don't get paid when you're self-employed. And I think this was the beauty of network marketing. I thought, wow, I could build a business, put the time and effort in, and then take a step back if I wanted to, and I'm still going to be earning a residual income.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I don't know about in your experience, but one of the things I find when I speak to some people are not, they're not thinking of the future. They might be in a full-time job and they might be secure and they might be in a good place now, but that's the time to start it for the future. Don't wait till the future comes and then you go, oh, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, there's always a ceiling on what people are earning as well in a job. I mean, you've got people. I mean, I think it's when you're out of the job that you realise how limited you are. You know, because you've got your boss telling you when you can have time off. You ask for time off. It depends on whether there's other people having time off. So I've heard of people before that have not been able to go to funerals because the boss won't let them have time off. It's like, what? So, you know, you can have, I mean, there's always a limit, I think, with that. So I think network marketing can provide an unlimited income. You've got free support, free help. You've got no overheads. But I think the going back to your original question about what's done for me, it's kind of changed me as a person, you know, because I'm not the same person I was when I joined. You know, I'm a lot more confident, happier, more positive. But it kind of changed the life of my family as well, because my mum, who told me that network marketing wouldn't work, it didn't work. 6 months after I joined, she joined because I was earning money. And within a year, she was out of her full-time job that she'd been in for 22 years. And she joined at the age of 60 years old.
Brilliant.
And my
Brilliant.
brother, even my brother as well, I mean, he was the most negative person about network marketing. But when I was earning the money, going on free holidays, you know, going from a little one-bedroom flat where we were living to the house that we live in now, he could see it working. And yeah, admittedly, 13 years later, he picked the phone up and said, "I'm ready to join now."
13 years later.
13 years later, and that year that he joined, he earned, I think, just under £20,000, and that saved him from actually losing his house. So, and he went on a 5-star holiday to Dubai that he had earned as a reward from the company. So yeah, it's changed my life. I got my wife out of her job. I mean, she was working in London, really unhappy. And within 5 years of us building our network marketing business, it got her out of her full-time job. So it's changed everybody's life, you know?
Yeah, and like you say, and yet people say it doesn't work.
Well, yeah, 100%, 100%. Do you know, if it didn't work, it's billions and billions of dollars are being earned, you know, every year. I mean, it's a massive, massive industry. But I'm sure people used to say years ago that, you know, getting in a car and putting a key in and driving, that's going to be impossible. Sure, people said about flying, that was impossible. But yeah, I mean, the bottom line is network marketing works. It can work for absolutely anybody. 100%. You got to put the time in, and you got to give it time, and just do what you need to do.
Sure. And you mentioned that you said that it changed you, changed your life. You became more confident, and you changed as a person.
Yeah.
Did that lead you on to go down the coaching road, because you are a coach now?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been thinking of coaching for a long time. When I got to a certain level in our company, it just frustrated me that there were so many network marketers out there that weren't succeeding. And it's not because they can't, but a lot of people, they just quit too easily. I mean, I'm not sure what the statistics are, but I think most people would quit network marketing within the first month or two, you know? Right. Which is crazy, because I mean, if you opened a shop or if you opened a business, you wouldn't give it 2 months and then quit. I think probably the biggest thing that I said to myself when I joined network marketing was, I'm going to give this a year. I'm going to give it 12 months, whatever happens. If I don't make any money for 12 months, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to follow what I was taught. I'm going to go to the meetings. And yeah, it was a bit of a slow start for me, but because I'd committed to that 12 months, I had unshakable belief, because I was earning money. I'd been to the meetings. I've seen other people's lives change. So that's what I would say. Anybody watching this, I would say, if you're in any doubt, just say yes and do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, you know, but give it time. If you're already involved in it, you've got to give it time. It's not going to happen overnight. You've got to learn the skills, go through the no's, but it works for absolutely anybody.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, because when we start, me personally, I know myself, you have self-doubts. You think, oh gosh, can I do this? Can I approach this person? And it's all in here, really. And that's when someone like you comes along, a coach that kind of helps you and pulls you out of all these little places that your mind's going. It's only all in here. Then you're the person that kind of can tease all that out and say, well, you know, X, Y, and Z, and then you think, well, do you know what? Yeah, I can do it, and I'm going to do it. You know, and you're being a coach, and you're so good at giving the belief back to the individual. Yeah. And that's what I would say. If anybody's out there thinking about it and they need a little bit of help, I mean, I'm sure you can always contact John. I mean, he's tagged in here, and you would be delighted to help them
Mm.
just to even answer some questions. And
Yeah.
I believe you've written a book, yes?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I've got it in front of me, but yeah, I wrote. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I wrote a book a couple of years ago called "Smash Your Fears, Live Your Dreams." Yeah.
Cool. How
And,
can we get how can we get our hands on that?
yeah, you can go. It's on Amazon. It was a bestseller on Amazon. But yeah, and I talk a lot about the mindset. You know, about overcoming fear, overcoming self-doubt, which I believe is the biggest hurdle for most people in achieving anything. And I do speak a lot about network marketing, my journey in network marketing in there as well. I also talk about boxing, which was something that I did. So yeah, but I think anybody in network marketing, you're going to have fears, you're going to have doubts, especially when other people are being very, very negative about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the book would help. A lot of network marketers have read the book and said it's really made a big difference to the way they think. So yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great. Well, what I'll do is I'll get the details of the book and I'll pop that in the show notes so that people can have a look at that and click on it, because I'd be really interested myself to get a hold of that book. So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think it's always good just to have another perspective and another kind of drip feed other stuff into your head so that you can see the bigger picture, because it's not all about you as the person. You're helping so many other people on your journey, and you need to be in a place to be able to do that. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
And I would echo what you say, John, because for me, I've only been doing it a short time. I'm a much more confident person. I would never do this, what we're doing right now. Never in a million years.
No.
Would I do a Facebook Live, and never mind doing one with someone else and thinking, oh, it's not going to work.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you kind of just develop your skills as you go along. And I mean, I don't know, I think everybody is probably the same. When you start off, you have no clue what you're doing.
No.
But the thing is to start.
Exactly. Well, I think the thing with network marketing, there's so much help and support available. I mean, it's crazy, really. I mean, and this is all free. You know, it's all free. Your upline, it's in your upline's interest to help you become successful. You know, it's if you do well, they do well. So why would they be giving you bad advice? They wouldn't. You know, so I would always say, if your upline is successful, then follow what they're teaching you. You know, follow what they're teaching you. Ask for help when you need it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I was in contact with my upline all the time. I was asking questions all the time. But the help's there. It's there. It's available. And everybody wins in network marketing. The company wins because there's lots of products being sold. You win because you're earning money. You recruit people for your team. You help them win. And then you all kind of win together as a team. You know, I can't see any downside to it. I really can't. I think it's the best industry in the world. I really, really do.
Yeah. And, you hear lots of people saying that and you think, yeah. But then when you get into it, when you actually join and you actually see and feel and hear the experiences that people have had, and you think, gosh, because I didn't know anything about networking before I started. And then it's just opened up this world that I didn't know existed. And it's an amazing world to be part of. And I'm really proud to be part of it. And I'm really proud of the company I work with. And the industry is the industry of the future. I mean, definitely. And I love the fact that we can help other people along the way. It's not all about me or you. It's about everyone. And that's what I love.
Definitely. Well, you've got selfish people and selfish and negative people don't last very long in network marketing. They really don't, So if you love helping people, then that's the only way to move forward. And I was always more concerned with my team's income than my own income, because I knew if I helped them earn money and they were happy, they would stick with it. And I knew the money would come for me as well, which it did. And, it's brilliant.
And it allows you to drive fast cars, no?
Yeah. I mean, 100%. It's, I think, that having the time once you're in network marketing, having the time freedom's great. I mean, something that I didn't mention is that we built our network marketing business first, then we had children. And I can say that I've never missed a day with my children. I mean, my wife and myself both brought our children up together. Our oldest has got like special needs, so we didn't obviously know that at the time, but it's the fact that we were both bringing the children up together was priceless, you know, because, you know, I was there every single day. We did it 50-50, so I didn't have to go to work and then just see the kids in the evening. I've been there all the time for them, all thanks to network marketing, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. And you know, I kind of think some people say, "What is it? What is it?" And you know, yes, you earn money, yes, you help people, but I think for me personally, the biggest thing is freedom.
Yeah, 100%.
Full stop. Freedom, full stop. And the word freedom, yeah, it's got free, but it means that you're free to do what you want, when you want, with who you want.
Yeah.
And that's the bit that's the bit I'm achieving to get to in my business is freedom to live, because
100%.
we get tied down in so much crap and life and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you wake up and you think, oh, I'm going to retire.
Yeah.
And you're like, I've wasted all that time.
Yeah, well, you can retire a lot quicker with network marketing. You don't have to work for 40 years, and you know, within, I would say, you know, 3 to 5 years, you can be financially well. Probably less than that. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm a full-time coach. I speak to people from all different companies all around the world. I mean, some people are earning 6 figures within like a year and a half. You know, honestly, the money's there, 100%. The money's there. The success is there. But yeah, you just got to give it time, and I guess treat it seriously. I think one of the worst things about network marketing is that because the entry rate is so low, people think they've invested, I don't know, $100, $200, whatever it costs to start, but people don't treat it seriously. I mean, if they invested $10,000 to join a network marketing company, they would turn up for the events. They wouldn't miss trainings. They would be 100% committed. But because the entry rate is so low, a lot of people think, oh, I've only invested, I think it was $200, I think, for me to join. I've only invested $200. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's the wrong attitude. I always say, treat your network marketing business as if you've remortgaged your house and you've invested $50,000. If you treat it that seriously, it will work. It really will.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, there are so many different levels that you can start a business, and you start a business and it's a package. It's already there for you to go. And you're right, you have to treat it with respect like any other business, and treat it like a job, even though if you're just doing it an hour a day or 5 hours a day, regardless, you need to treat it with respect like anything.
You do.
So listen, John, I know I'm just looking at the time. You've got another call to jump on. So I know we're pushed for time. I really appreciate you joining me tonight. Is there anything you want to end up with? You want to tell us?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know you said about just to give us an idea of some of the questions, and I think you said ask 3 tips, I guess, for people to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, so I would say I mean, if you okay for time, I've got about 5 minutes left. If that's
I'm fine for time. I was thinking about you at your end.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. So I think my 3 biggest tips would be: number 1, believe that you can do it, because I think the philosophy that I had when I joined network marketing, and that I guess the reason why I did achieve success, is that my philosophy with anything is always, if other people can make it work, I can make it work as well. You know, and with network marketing, it's the same. And it doesn't matter where you're from, your age, what country you're from. It really doesn't matter. Anybody, if you do the same actions as someone that's successful, you'll get pretty much the same result. So you need to believe in your product. So definitely make sure that you're using the products in your network marketing company. You need to have belief in the company. So that's why attending the company events and everything is so important. So you can share their vision and see the success stories. Believing in yourself, that's sometimes a little bit harder, but the fact is everybody gets fears, everybody gets self-doubt. I mean, I used to be terrified when I started team building. It was honestly, but you know, the only way to overcome fear is to take action. So you've got to believe in yourself that you can do this. No matter what happens, you can. So that'd be my first tip. I think my second tip would be make sure you commit to the events and the trainings. Because that was a tip that I got when I first started. They said, look, make sure you commit to the trainings and then fit everything else in your life around the trainings. So yeah, attend the company events, attend the events that your upline's putting on. Because not only is your belief level going to grow, you're going to hear success stories. It's going to keep your motivation level up, because there is a lot of negativity in network marketing. You know, you're going to be getting no after no after no. A lot more people are going to say no than yes. Your people that you know are going to tell you that it doesn't work. They're going to tell you you're wasting your time. You've joined a cult. All of these things. Yeah. But, you know, and if you're not plugging into these positive environments and the trainings regularly, then it can really drain you. So when you're, again, something I heard years ago, but when you're positive and happy, the meeting needs you. And whether this is an online meeting or a one-to-one meeting, but when you're feeling down and discouraged, then you need the meeting. So
yeah, that's good really advice, important. Actually. Yeah.
Because you'll never ever go to a meeting, come away and think, oh, I feel worse. You'll never ever feel like that. You'll always feel inspired and you'll feel better. But you need to keep recharged, to keep that energy level up, because energy is everything. Energy is going to attract people to you. It's really important. So my last tip, I think, would be just don't give up. Just don't give up, you know. It might take you 6 months to start building your business and earning money. It might take you a year to start earning money. Don't give up. You know, like one of our team logos was winners never quit and quitters never win. You know.
Yeah, so, I love it.
Yeah. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna get bad days. All I would say is that I think you do need to look at your results as well. Because this is what I'm finding as a full-time coach, is that I guess people are sold the philosophy that it's going to take you 5 years to build a network marketing business. And do you know what? Some people, I think, are happy to not earn any money for 5 years. And then they think it's automatically going to magically happen. You're going to earn a big income. Now, I would say, yes, it does take time. But if you're doing certain actions for a period of months and you're not getting the result, this is from a coach's point of view. You need to stop what you're doing, have a chat with your upline, get some help, get some coaching. Because if you're going 3 or 4 months doing the same actions and you're not getting the result, chances are the next year you're not going to get the result, because you're probably off track with something. So it's really important that you get some help, you know, because sometimes you can be a little bit off track with a couple of things and it can make a massive difference. A bit like a journey in a car. I mean, you could be going from A to Z, but if you're 2-3 degrees off, in a week's time of driving, you're going to be totally off track. So you've got to give it time, but look at what you're doing, trust your upline's advice, and make sure that, you know, you are earning money. You should be earning money within a few months of network marketing. Obviously the bigger incomes do come later on, but you should be earning money. And when you're earning money, you've got that belief and you can help other people earn money as well. And that's where it gets really exciting, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And you're right about attending events. I mean, I attended my first event last October. And it was the most amazing experience. And I see Claudia's here. Claudia was at the event with me. And it was just the vibe, the excitement. And actually, you heard about all this stuff, but to actually be there in person and feel it and see it and touch it and hear it, it was emotional, it was exciting, and we came away in the car. There was 5 women, 5 different nationalities, all like parrots in the car going all the way back down the road from Alicante to Malaga. I mean, it was brilliant. Crazy. So you're right, the events are so important.
They are. They really, really are.
Well, John, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate that, and you've got your valuable time. Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. And if you got value from this, please give us a love heart or a thumbs up or whatever. Let us know you're there, that you've been watching. Thank you so much. If you're watching the replay, let us know in the replay and where you're watching from. It's really always interesting to know where you're watching from. Awesome. And if you might want to share this with someone who's interested in network marketing, please do. If you want to speak to John about coaching or get a hold of his book, you can message John and we can send you the link for that as well. Awesome. And that's it. Right, I'll let you go to your other meeting. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. Anytime. And yeah, well done for setting this up, Wilma, because it's been it's been great fun.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for agreeing.
I'm glad I managed to figure out how to get on.
Yeah. Okay. Take care. Thanks a million.
See you soon,
Thanks,
Wilma.
guys.
See you, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye.